Hey drifters, DoriJunkie here, back with another DoriJunkie's car review, and this time it's the Atlas GT. I've had a few people ask for it, so here it is. So we'll see how it scores on my rating system. Just a quick refresh on how it works. We have customization, body kits are worth 1, body styles are worth 2, ease of tuning out of 10, performance, we're running both stock motor and the best swap for a total at the end. Starting off with customization, body kits like I said are worth 1, body styles are worth 2. Let's have a look. This is how you get the R35, unless you buy the package deal where it's already got the livery on it. This is just how I've got it at the moment, just standard, so you can see the body lines. Car's been out for some time now, so you expect there to be a few body kits around for it, but they've only seemed to have put 4 of them in the game, which sort of lets it down. But they do put the good ones in there. There's a copy of the Liberty Walk body kit. Big over fenders, low to the ground, big rear wing, a lot of ducting in the back there, very low to the ground at the front. It's not a bad looking body kit. We'll move on to the CBW kit. Again, big over fenders, big rear wing, low to the ground, big vented bonnet on this one. Again, it's not a bad one, it's a good one as well. So they are limited, body kits are limited, but they do give you the good ones. And again, this one is just a based on the standard body. No pumped guards on this one. Just the bonnet, the front bar, slight body kit. You can see that's the standard. Again, see there. Just a slight little upgrade there. Now we go to the D-Master. Big rear spoiler again. Some over fenders. Big rear diffuser. Now these body kits aren't cheap. I think the missile one was 450,000 silver, so. And the other one's gold. So it's not as cheap as a tier 5. You start to get up there, so they are quite expensive. So look what we did to mine. Basically, I just based it on the Nismo R35 GTR. Added the black roof and black bonnet, the black wing. Matched the wheels and the red livery. Put some Nismo stickers on there. Closest we're going to get. But yeah, it's not a bad, but just a subtle livery, not over the top like I usually go. Just a nice subtle one. So we'll sum it up. So there's 4 body kits, so that's a total of 4 points. Then it's not going to score very high with that amount of kits in there. Like I said, there is a lot out there for this car. We just haven't put a lot of it in here. They haven't updated this car in a while. So we'll sum it up. Customization is 4 points. So let's move on. Now is ease of tuning. And this is how well it drifts Pro Drift free, without any modifications, and then how many modifications I have to make it to get it to drift comfortably around the track. Now with this, it's not really, with all cars you are going to have to change some things like the gearing and the engine. They usually don't give you the ideal settings. This is it, Pro Drift free now. So I don't really count them as modifications because you have to do them to all cars, the engine and the gear. It's really the suspension and the rest of it. How many changes in that aspect of the car I have to change, or how little. So Pro Drift free, it's not too bad. The gears are 4ths, on the 4th's a little short, but 5th is way too long. It just loses all wheel speed in 5th. Starts losing the drift. Can hold it a little bit, but as soon as you put any angle in it, you need to go back to 4 to get the wheel speed back up. So it's not too bad. It does cost 600 gold, so they wanted to give you something for it. So it does drift. I reckon we can just make some modifications in the engine and gearing, which is with all cars you have to do. Put the diff up all the way, play with the gearing a bit, put the engine up, and I reckon we'd be able to get this to drift very comfortably around the track without touching anything else but just the gear ratio and the engine. We'll just have a quick look here. A couple more little changes, 5th, 6th, alright, let's just give it a quick run. May have to come back, they may be a bit short. See how we go. Yeah, they're still a little short. Lengthen them out a bit more. But I feel it's pretty comfortable, like, feels pretty comfortable, so we'll just quickly lengthen them out a bit more. I reckon that's good to go. Let's see how we go now. I reckon that just changing engine and gear ratios is pretty much all you'll need. Of course you can change a lot of more other stuff that will make it a lot. But for ease of tuning, this car's pretty forgivable. The only thing this car really has going against it is its weight. It is one of the heaviest cars in the game. I think the Thunderstrike outweighs it, and maybe their Magnum RT and the Betsy, which is a van, of course. But it does have that going against it. It really does. You really can feel the weight as well when you're throwing it around. You really don't want too much weight in a drift car. But like as you can see, it's just changing the gear ratios and upping the engine, giving its full power. It's quite a comfortable drifter. Go out and have some fun in this, no problems at all. Oop, round we go. Oop, tyres are burned. Didn't notice that. See, it drifted well. Never noticed the tyres have gone down. So that's it for that. Like I said, you can go further with it. It will make it a lot better. You see the power there, all the way up. So 3.4 seconds 0 to 60, so it's not too bad. You can make that a bit quicker as well. So to wrap it up, ease of tuning. Like I said, I didn't have to make any suspension or any other changes besides engine or gear ratios. So it's going to score a 10 out of 10 there. It is one of the easiest cars to get right, and you will have a lot of fun with it. Like I said, it just the weight holds it back. Apart from that, it's a very fun car. Next up, performance. We're running the stock motor and all the swaps to get a combination out of 20. Run down how it works. Springstone 1, 19k for 10 points, all the way down to 10k for 1 point. Let's see how we go. First up, it's the stock motor. As you can see, 1023 horsepower, 972 newton meters of torque, but that weight, 1624 kilos. It's a lot of weight, so it holds it back at 3.4 seconds, 0 to 60. You can make that faster by upping the wheel size and the tyre profile and then adjusting your gear rate, first gear, but you take a lot of driftability out of it. So we'll see how we go now. Just over 18,000. Like I said, the weight really holds this back. If it was a little bit lighter, it scored a lot more. Moving on to the 3.8 litre swap. Now we have 912 horsepower, 937 newton meters of torque, but a 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. And you might be thinking, how's that possible? It's because we've lost a lot of weight. 1,350 kilos makes it competable, but it's still a little on the heavy side, but it's still a lot better than 1,600 plus kilos. So we'll see how this one goes. was only a little bit better. A few more runs may have been a bit better, but like I said, that's sort of the loss in horsepower and torque, and even though the loss of weight sort of evened itself out. So again, we'll move on to the 3 litre. 920 horsepower, 915 newton meters of torque, 3.1 again, 0 to 60, and 1350 kilos again. So we'll see how this one goes. Getting up there, hit 18,000s, almost to a 19, almost a 10-point run, but we're not doing too bad. All right, next is the 6.2 litre. Now this one's got 929 horsepower, 1116 newton meters of torque. It's 3.2 0 to 60, a little down because it's 1370 kilos, 20 kilos heavier than the other swaps, but a mountain more torque. So we'll see how this one runs. So a little better than the 3 litre. Like I said, a few more runs, a couple more close to war bonuses. It might have hit a 10-point run. But moving on, we'll sum it up. Stock motor, 18,035. 3.8 got 18,213. The 3 litre, 18,533. And the 6.2 litre got 18,616. So it's not too bad. They're very close. Like I said, all those swaps are almost identical, just a couple more bonuses on the other ones and they'll be the same. So the stock motor got a 9 out of 10, 6.2, 9 out of 10. Pretty close, like I said, the stock motor, that was a fairly good run to get that score, but 18 out of 20, all up, it's not a bad total at all. So we'll move on to the results. Customization, like I said, it didn't score too well there. 4, ease of tuning, 10 out of 10, you can't do any better than that. Performance, 18 out of 20, it's fairly high for a total of 32. It's not too bad. Like I said, customization is the only thing that really lets it down in this game. If you had a bit more customization, but that's all they've given us to this point, so hopefully they might add some more later on. But apart from that, it's not a bad car, and if you're thinking about buying it, it's not bad at all. So we'll see where it fits in on our leaderboard. As you can see there, 18,616 was its best score, so it puts it down there in 5th behind the Spectre, the Hachiroki, the Phoenix and the Blackjack, and comes in at 4th overall for a total of 32. Equal with the Phoenix, but the Phoenix scored higher in the drift points, so I'll put that one above it. So that brings us to the end of another DoriJunkie's car review. I hope you guys liked it, and I'm DoriJunkie, and I'll catch you on the track.